What's up, DJ fan? Welcome to another video on our channel. Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. My name is Diego, also known as DJ Pretty Boy, alongside my boy Shay, also known as DJ Shay. And together we open this spot to talk about DJ related content such as product reviews, tips and tricks, just tell our stories and share it with you guys so we can share some knowledge. So if you're a new DJ or a seasoned DJ, this is the spot to be. And with that being said, let's roll this intro. Yo, what's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin, and we have Kevin back. No, we had so much fun last week, and I do actually want to thank you for as a last minute be able still available to hop on here and talk to me about this stuff that I really wanted to talk about, which it's very, I mean, at least to me it's very very important, is how we want to run a wedding. And now that you are getting into the DJ stuff and also the coordinator or the event planner stuff, I think like having your point of view on both sides at the same time, like it's pretty cool how you can manage the whole thing in just one. So I feel like we can definitely talk about how to run it flawlessly, how to run an event flawlessly, and I want to get your input on that, especially like for ceremonies. And we can talk about also MC skills, because you need to have some MC skills or get somebody to do it for you, like me. I gotta have somebody to do it for me. Also, we can talk about managing or how to manage the timelines and the vendors, because that's another thing. As a coordinator or as an event planner, that's something that they have to do. But DJs too, we also have to be able to talk to them and be on a good page and on the same page as them, so we can do a flawless event. Music selection, how to build energy from ceremony, build it, like the thought process of transitioning from that to cocktail hour to reception, and what to do when things go wrong. So we'll have different perspectives, and anyone in the chat, please feel free to let us know your thoughts. How will you do it? Again, this different head, so we all think different, and as long as it gets the job done. And let me just say, what's up, Drizzy? Thank you for stopping by, bro, and thank you for your commenting. So,
yo, what's up, Drizzy?
And my boy Chen, what's up, Chen? Hey, thank you for stopping by, bro. Appreciate you.
Chen.
And all right, Kevin, let's get started then. So
let's get into it.
Yeah. So how do you think how to run a flawlessly ceremony? What is your take on that?
So with the ceremony being one of the most important parts of a wedding, I think what it really comes down to is, of course, finding out what the bride and groom want. And this kind of goes from both the DJ side and the planner side. Having a good speaker that's going to be able to, play vocals or whatever it is that you needed to play, right? And you don't necessarily need to have, like, let's say, like a super expensive speaker, but just basically a good speaker that gets the job done. Not really to name too many brands, but I find like, the Mackie Thumpco or the Everse 8 are two great speakers that will be able to do that. You definitely want to have a speaker, I'm going to say for sure, that you don't have to plug in. That's a big one. You definitely want to have a wireless speaker. Yeah, it's got to be wireless. Definitely should have some type of Bluetooth function to it, because the last thing you want to worry about is having to try to plug something in, especially for, let's say, some of these places that you go to, right? You might go to some places that are either in the woods or, it's a little bit more difficult to get to electricity, so on and so forth. So you want to make sure you do that.
Especially in the summer when they want to go into the bushes and get married on the bushes. So yeah, you want to have a battery power option, and of course, like you mentioned, you said EVA, the Everse 8, or the Mackie Thumb. The Mackie Thumb obviously is much cheaper than the Everse 8. The Everse 8 is like $800. The Mackie Thumb, I think, is like 400 or something. So either way, 300. Okay, so either or we'll get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like the most important thing I feel like is the microphones. Your microphones have to work. You feel me?
Yes.
So so go ahead, man. Keep going. Wait, let me say, hey Fred, how you doing, bro? I appreciate you for stopping by. And yo, send me
Hey,
your
what's up,
email,
brother?
man. I'm trying to get with you, but I don't know how to get to you. So send me your email on here on chat, or look me up on Instagram, Las Rocas ENT, and let me know what's up, man. I would love to have you on the show too. And my boy J Tech, hey man, thank you for stopping
Hey,
by.
Tech, what's up, brother?
And I'm really happy that you really like the Rockbills RFLs too. I mean, I'm telling you, man, those were nice. At the price, bro, it's amazing. And I have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna get this one's more now that Daryl Bennett put his video with with that. So maybe a lot of people will listen to him more than will listen to me. But I'm telling you, those at the price, perfect, perfect. But yeah, man, go
People
ahead.
sleep on Rockvilles.
I know. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I don't know why they sleep on it. Like maybe because it's just the price. Maybe because it's the price. Like I can't be that. Just like speakers. Like just because it's
I
really
think it's
cheap.
just, yeah, I think it's just like pretty much any other Chinese made product. They just automatically dismiss it.
Yeah,
Same thing like U King. Same thing like Sheds.
yo, you King. It's one is so underrated. And they
Hmm.
be providing you some good stuff that can get anyone. I'm telling you, anyone that just getting started as a DJ, right? You King, it could be one of your ways to go. It's not expensive,
Hmm.
and you can afford it, and you will definitely outgrow it. Okay, you will definitely outgrow You King, but at least it will get you going for 1 or 2 years minimum, 1 or 2 years. So that is something that you definitely want to rock into, which is You King or any Chinese lights. When I started with do you know the app Wish?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh
when I
yeah.
started DJing, I needed lights. So I went to Wish because it was cheaper there. But I went to Wish and I got the spider lights, the one that goes like this, right? So I
Yeah.
got
The
two
one.
of them. So I got two of them. I got two of them. It took a month to get here, but hey, and it works till now. I still have them, and it still works. I don't use them, but hey, it works, and it's been like four no since 2014. So it's been like 12 years. 12 years, and they still work. You feel me? So I'm telling you, man, don't sleep on Chinese stuff. Or it's obviously, yeah.
It's the same.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, go
yeah.
ahead.
Sorry, it's the same light as the name brand ones. The only difference is the name tag hasn't been slapped on it, but it was
Yeah,
probably made in the same factory as the other ones.
yeah.
You King, I even got. Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say you can also just maybe one is like plasticky, more plasticky than the other one, but that does like it still does the same thing. Like you feel me? Go
Same
ahead, man.
thing. My sparklers. I finally got sparklers. Finally, after all these years, they're U King. I spent
Okay,
$200 a piece, and they performed flawlessly. It was like $400 for two of them. You can't beat that.
400 for two.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yo, where's the video for it, man? I need a video. I need a video.
I'm gonna get that together. I'm gonna get that together for
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna
All
get
right,
that
guys, so
together.
stay put, man. Stay put. We having a video coming out for the U King sparklers. I've been trying to look into sparklers because I've been getting quite a few people asking me for those, especially for Kingses, the one
Hmm.
sparkler. And I'm like, I mean, I was telling like, I don't do that. I don't. We can hire somebody else to do it, but I don't want to do. I don't want to go through the struggle, but like you said, $400 for two, like 200 a piece, like
Yeah.
that's cheap.
Yep.
So I want to see it. I want to see a video. So I'm very interested on that because I was looking also at the both lighting ones, but I mean, at 200, that's
Those are
good.
good too. Yeah. 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 James King has got a video on the U King sparklers too. If you want to check that out in the meanwhile.
Oh, I think I saw it, but that's the one with her daughter, right? Her daughter went out too, right? Was that it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Okay,
the one. That's the one. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah. I saw his then. I saw his. It didn't look. I mean, they didn't look bad. So hey, I
Yeah.
don't know.
They're decent.
Yeah. So it gets the job done, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
I mean, they're no like They're no like Chauvins or the more expensive ones, but I mean, look at the price comparison. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
mean, I wouldn't buy a Chauvin. That's stupid, stupid expensive, and like,
Yeah, same.
and I think even Daryl Bennett, he did a video with like ones that are like minis, and then you can move like literally what battery power, and you can move it and just move them anywhere. I don't know about
Yeah, I
those,
saw
man,
that.
like because they look legit, and if I can move them anywhere, dude, you can upsell that thing crazy. Like you can do send
Yeah.
off with those things and just carry them. I know. Oh, Smiley, what's up, Smiley? He's right here.
What
Another
up,
thing,
Smiley?
guys. I'm not used to reading the chat because that's Shay's job, but you know he's on FMLA right now, so um, every time I remember, I'll read the chat. Or yo, if you see it, feel free to press it and put it out here because I be forgetting. Chin
I
says I
got you. I
still
got you.
have my two Harbinger. I don't know what this is. Harbinger Vari two power speakers, and I was thinking of getting the 2K 112 subwoofers. I don't know the
Yo,
speaker.
so real quick, yo, the first time I listened to Harbingers after all these years was the I think it was like the 4115s or something like that. One of the latest models that came out. Man, anyone that's ever said anything bad about their speakers, they could not be more wrong. Like those speakers, I listened to them in Guitar Center. They
Mhm.
sounded good as hell, man. Like
Oh,
they
really?
sounded really, really good, and
You
they
know,
were
there's
loud too.
a lot of people that bash on Harbinger, and you know
Hmm.
when I first started looking into speakers, because you know I had a one event, and I went with a Gemini speaker. The, this
Yeah,
might this sounds stupid, but the only reason why I didn't get a Harbinger is because I couldn't pronounce the word. So when I went to it sounds stupid, I know, but when I went to this so okay, there's a car car parts store. I don't remember the name, but something detail or something. They had everything to like pimp your car basically, but within the
hmm,
same store in the center there was a DJ portion store. So you know when you go to Best Buy and you just walk around there in a corner, there's always like the TVs and stuff like and like a sofa, like a
yeah,
lounge or something like that with the sliding
yeah.
doors. Okay, something like
Hmm.
that, but everything was car related, and then in the center to the corner there was like the DJ store portion. So it was nice. So I
Ooh.
went in there and then I saw the Gemini. I don't remember what Gemini, but it was like Gemini something. And then there was also the Harbingers, but I couldn't say that word. So I was like, Gemini sounds easier, so I'm just gonna go with the Gemini
I'm gonna just
because
go with that one.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so that was me on my first choice of speakers, but
Mhm.
I did outgrew I outgrew it like real quick, like maybe like 6 months, and then I sold it, and then I got the EV12 CLXs, and bro,
Mhm.
I love those speakers, man. Those are
Yeah,
warhorse.
you can't go wrong with those. EVs are really good.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. He said. Fred says both lighting is Chinese made. Yeah. Both lighting is Chinese. I love both lighting, bro. Both lighting is it's in my heart. It does
Yeah,
the
both
job.
lighting is great.
It does the job. And see, I'm actually like, and I've been saying this for like a couple of weeks. I'm very very close to buying the either the 100, the battery power, the 100 ones,
Hmm.
the both spots, 100 with the ring on. I just want battery power. I'm tired.
Same.
I'm just I cannot tell you how stressed out I am of cords. I don't want cords. So those they might not be like the best. They might not be strong enough for the type of events that I do, like 100, 150 people max. I think two of those should be sufficient. So I think that,
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah. So I think that's enough. I might pull the trigger on that. I just gotta get my wife onto that. So I had to talk to her. I,
Gotta
I
get
had
the
to do
wife
my,
on tour, man.
I had to do my PowerPoint and be like, okay, this is what I need, and this is why I need it. Hey, that's the
You just
thing, man.
gotta you gotta you gotta sell it to her like you're selling it to the client.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Smiley says I was looking into ordering the foldable LED screens and 4 panel wheels with from China today. Yo, Smiley, man, you crazy for that, man. But hey, but those I will anything that Smiley says, I believe because he says it like one
Hmm.
week and then the next week he's like, oh, it's coming. So
Yeah.
next next week he's gonna say, "Oh, I ordered them." So I know Smiley. I remember those spider lights.
Don't
I bought the ADJ Onyx. That's what they call them. Oh, okay, the ADJ. So J Tech, what's the price difference? So if you buy an ADJ Onyx, because I got two for $40 from Wish, two for $40 on Wish. I wonder how much is an ADJ one, and it's probably the same thing. I'm interested.
probably like 5, 6 times that.
Mine are from eBay and work perfectly. Okay, see, yeah, I just got those mini bow lighting sparklers. I think I might bring them out for an event on April. We'll see how it does. Yo, Drizzy, do a video about that, man. Because again, I'm interested on the sparklers and the mini ones. The when I saw Daryl doing it, bro, it like blew my mind because I was like, oh my god, they're little, they're portable, that you can move it anywhere. That's crazy.
Easily
And
move
then
around. Yeah.
the range is also good on the with the remote. So and it's not RF. I think it's UF or something. What is it? The one
Oh,
the
UF.
yeah, because
Oh,
he didn't have to point at it.
what you call it? I forget what the other one's called.
Because I know RF is you got to point at it. For this one,
You got to point directly at it.
he didn't have to point at it. He was like looking up, and then he pressed it, and it worked. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm not sure. What's up, Drizzy? You use sparklers at your school dances? Oh, so he's asking, yo, Drizzy, do you use sparklers at your school dances? Bro, the PowerPoint, the wife is great. Yeah, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to get your point across, man. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
That's what it is. Get that permission slip signed. Yeah, I'll make a video on how I present my stuff to my wife. Okay, I'll make a video for you guys so you can so you can watch. Oh, it was about 10 years ago, and I think it was a 250. Ooh, see, 250 each, and I paid $40 for two from Wish. That's crazy.
look at look at the price difference, man.
Exactly.
Wow.
And Drizzy said, "What up, JT? Yes, I did use the Bubble sparklers, but those were the regular size at school dances. Yeah, so again, I'm very interested in the one the Daryl Bennett had because again, if it's just portable and it's battery powered, you don't need to plug him anywhere, bro. That's a bless. You put four, like one in each corner of the dance floor, and then whenever they're leaving, you grab two of those and just put them outside. When they're walking out, boom, fire them. Ha,
Set it
bro,
off.
you exactly
That's like
you
easy money right there.
easy sell, easy sell.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Do what I do, bro. I just tell my wife next day about something. You don't want me to be alive?
I,
Like,
I
yeah,
I don't know if I would recommend that.
yeah, Smiley, you savage, man. I'm not that savage, you know. And they do have a nice kick too, but I'm still going by the Q or 112 subwoofers because both of them have 2,000 watts. Okay. You know what? I also think that subs helps a lot, and especially
Yeah.
when you play a lot of like hip hop or like reggaeton, when when you don't use subs, you're pushing your tops way too much, and you clip faster too. So
Yep.
adding subs, it's a great way to like stop clipping on your speakers and put them too much use to them, and just have all the the lows come out of the subwoofer. So yeah, man, definitely, Chen. That's a great purchase, and it's gonna be a great addition to your arsenal for sure. Uh, out here getting ready for events tomorrow. 15 dance floor, 10 uplights, 360 photo booth, and dancing on the cloud. I'm telling you, man, Smiley's a hustler, bro. Like respect.
He
I
really
respect that. He's a
is.
hustler.
He's
Well,
out
all
here
right. So
killing
I
it.
pick it up. Let's go back into the ceremony flawlessly. So
Microphones.
yeah. So we talked about speaker. You need a very good speaker. It don't have to be. It don't have to be expensive. And you can even do the Bose. You know the little Bose. The what's it called? Bose
S1,
One.
I think it is.
Yeah, they're small, but they
Yeah,
throw.
yeah,
They
but
got
they throw. Yeah,
yeah. So at least to me, I think like one of those options. I like EV, so that's why I went with the Everse 8. And plus, when the Everse 8 came out, the Mackie Thumbs Go weren't out yet, so
yeah,
they weren't even
right,
a thought.
right. It
Yeah.
was out like a good while before the Mackie Thumb Go came out. Another
Yes.
thing with the speakers, real quick too, is you don't need, at least for ceremony, unless you're covering like a very large area, you don't need a super large speaker for like ceremony. Like even most of the time, even an 8 inch is going to cover whatever you're trying to suffice. Just put the speaker closer to whatever area it is that you're trying to cover. Because I
Mhm.
sometimes I've like seen some guys that legit like have like their speaker like all the way like way in the back,
Yeah.
which you can do that, but I think it's more effective to like put it like off to the side. Like you want to have it outside of view, right? So like
Yeah.
let's say if the photographer's taking pictures or whatever, but have it close enough so they can still be heard, you know?
So are you in that same mentality that you wanna be heard but not seen?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yep.
me too. This is the same way. To me, is I I want to be heard, but not I don't want to be seen. So when I try to set up my ceremony system, I always go either behind the efficient, because they usually have like poles and things like that where you can hide. So there's trees around. I look for like the thickest tree and I park right behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it's still close to them and it's still loud enough for people to hear. So that's the way I see it. I don't like being all the way in the back. Like, like when I say back, I mean, I guess where people walk in. Like, there's no point to be all the way in the back unless, the coordinator tells you, "Oh, no, this is the setup. This is the specific place we want you to be at." If I have free range of choosing, I will definitely go closer, but out. You feel me? So
Yep.
I feel like you get a better sound not distortion,
Distribution.
distribution. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that? Like on the placement, specific placement of the speaker,
Yeah, I
and
completely agree too.
it also avoids to get the feedback. If you're on the sides,
Yes.
it avoids the feedback if you have to like raise out the volume because when they're very nervous, so they start like speaking very slow, and you have to bump out the volume. And the more you bump out the volume, the more likely you're gonna be hitting the feedback or the little sound.
Yeah,
So
because you're hitting those higher frequencies.
yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so I completely agree. Like, definitely, like 99% of the time, I'm gonna go with one of the sides for the most part.
right, okay, yeah. So me too. No, do you do sound test when you are you pro Bluetooth? Do you Bluetooth from your phone or an Apple a laptop or something to your speaker, or you are for like cables? You want to like hardwire?
So I knew we was gonna talk about this at some point, and so this is hilarious, right? For years, I used Bluetooth, had no issue with it whatsoever, and I'm talking about I will go to like places like where there was woods, like in the country and stuff like that, and everything like that. Now you guys can learn from my mistake, right? I did a wedding like last summer or something like that, and we were kind of like in the middle of nowhere, same type of situation. I used Bluetooth on the sound check. Everything was fine, everything was flowing and everything like that. When we actually got to the actual thing, it started cutting out.
Oof.
And yo, when it started cutting out like that, luckily I had a backup cable on standby. So literally, like, in the middle of the chaos and everything like that, I'm like running a cable, like I'm plugging it into my speaker and then plugging it into the device and hurrying and using everything like that. Now what I do is I usually, if I can use a cable, then I use a cable.
Okay.
Usually, like a XLR to, whatever type of device you're plugging into, like an
It's usually,
XLR
it's
to
usually a 3.5 with an adapter, whatever phone you have. Yeah. Yeah. So you know what?
exactly.
Something like that happened to me too. So I always use, and I still use Bluetooth, but now I have a cable. But whatever. So what happened to me was I didn't know that the wedding. So the wedding, I knew that the wedding ceremony was gonna be outside the venue, and it was a beautiful day, but it was very windy at that time. So I Bluetooth, and then the why are the words coming going out of my head? The bridal party, they had to come in. So I played their song Bluetooth, and the song was going like started playing but choppy. It was going fine, and then and I was like, "Fuck, oh my god!" And then I was like, yeah, but at that time, since I never had a problem with the Bluetooth, I didn't have a cable. So, bro, what I had to do was I had to get on a chair, literally stand right next to my speaker with my phone on top of the speaker like this, and hold it like this. So, and I was on a chair, like, but you don't know like the embarrassment, like how like
It's the
cold you get. Oh my
the worst
god!
feeling ever.
Yes, and since then, I was like, never again. Like I still use, but now I have a cables plugged in just in case. But again, it was working fine on testing. When I tested, it worked fine. But there was kind of somewhat of wind. But when they started coming out, like the wind was crazy, and I guess
Oh my
that
gosh.
was messing up the Bluetooth connection or something. Oh my god, bro! Like I was red. I was I
Yeah.
felt sweating, and then like the mom was like, she gave me a look. She was like, and I was like, that's all I did. Like, and then I
It's
literally,
so stressful, man.
I knew, man. I got on the thing, put it on top of
Put the
the
phone on
speaker.
top.
Yeah, and then it worked. So, but it was very stressful. So yeah, learn from our mistakes, man. If you can do hardwire, definitely
Even
hardwire.
too, like let's say if you have like particular type of speaker, so the exact speaker that I use is actually not either the two that we mentioned. I use this one that Rockville made, and
Okay,
it's kind of sort of like their version of the Bose S1, so to
okay,
speak. And like if you have the type of connections on the back, another thing you can do too is like if it takes like an SD card or it takes like a flash drive or something like that, that's another backup I do now too. Like I actually put the ceremony songs on a flash drive, and like if you have the connections in back, you can plug that in and you can actually like play the songs or fast forward to them or rewind them like directly from the speaker.
oh, for real?
So
Like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
your LDC screen is like that big enough to like do that, or how?
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It,
Oh, that's
so it
fire.
has like yeah, like in the area behind it, it has you could plug in an SD card, you could plug in a flash drive, and then there's like this big like LED screen like right above it that
Uh huh.
like actually shows like the song that's being played and where the song is at. So
Oh
some of
wow.
them do have it. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
that's a
all of
great
them, but some of
backup.
them.
That's definitely
Yeah,
a
it
great
is.
backup. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I have two. JTech say I have two Mackie Thumb goals, but I've been considering the Evers 8. I mean, two Mackie Thumbs equals one Evers 8.
Mhm.
You
Exactly.
know, yeah, you don't. I mean, again, I don't feel like there isn't a really bad speaker. It's just how you use it. Because the usage that you give it is what determines whether it's good or bad. So for a lot, like I said, for a lot of DJs, the Exotons 15s are flawless. Like, it works fine because the way they use it, the way they need to use it, it works for them. So it depends on how you use your material. Whatever you have, you can give me a soccer ball, and you can give somebody else that never plays soccer a soccer ball, and however we use a soccer ball, that's how good the soccer ball is going to be. So it's just the way you use it.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, Mikey Thumbs, man, they look fire. They look good too. I just never like the green. The green.
Oh, the green logo in the
I don't like.
middle.
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't like the green. Like it looks like the Hulk or something. Like I don't know. I just don't like it. Hey, Jason,
The
what's
newer
up,
ones you can turn it off.
bro?
What
Secrets
up,
of
Jay?
wedding. Yeah, we prep more than you think. reuse crates from previous weddings. DJs use ideas from other DJs. Yes, I agree with all of that. Yes, because we do prep more. We do prep more than couples think we do. You know, like there's a lot of work that comes to each wedding behind the scenes, things that like everything that they don't see, hours of work and preparation. And I don't care how well versed and how many gigs you have under your belt, you still prepare and take time for each event. Because to me, at least to me, every event, every wedding is different. There is I don't care if I'm doing like a Salvadorian wedding this week and then next week is a Salvadorian wedding. It's still the same, even though they're the same country, same probably the same music. I don't play the same music in the same order because I mean I don't know. I just preparation is huge. And I feel like how do you feel about that? 'Cause I feel like there's a lot of people, a lot of like clients that don't see that. They don't understand what a DJ does behind the scenes. They go and they see you pressing buttons, but they don't, they
Hmm.
don't see the back end. So, what are your thoughts on that? You know, how do you explain that to your clients when you have this preparation with them?
Oh man, I promise to God, yo, like I'm definitely gonna make a video on this. Like, it's kind of crazy if you really think about it. And this is, I basically explain it to the clients this way too. Like, the preparation is literally 90% of the work that we're doing. Like when you get to the event and you DJ, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's really not that difficult. But the preparation is like, I usually just flat out tell people like I spend hours on it. I spend hours on it because let's even just talk about just one part of the preparation, song requests, right? Just
Hmm.
song requests alone, right? Let's say they send you a list of like 100 songs. It doesn't sound like a lot of songs in theory until you're in front of the computer and you're like having to, make a crate, find each song. You know what I mean? Like if you have the song already, it's a little bit easier because you could just drag it into the crate. If you don't, then you have to go. You got to download the song. You got to. So it's a lot that goes into. It's that, and then it's. I mean, if we're talking formalities, it's going through their names, making sure that you pronounce their names correctly, and you don't, mispronounce someone's name, and it's a lot, man.
Yeah,
It's a
and
lot.
with that comes in the next. So it's a great transition. You just brought it up. MCing.
Yeah.
To me, an MCing and a DJ don't they shouldn't mix. An MC is it's hard. It's a hard job, and I
It
feel like a
is.
DJ should worry about DJing only. MCs MCing, running the show outside and leaving the behind the decks for the DJ. Um,
Mhm.
so I feel like a DJ is not an MC. You can announce stuff. So we have a lot of DJs that are announcers, but they're not MCs. An MC is a completely different story. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? I might be hurting a lot of people here, but oh well.
Some other people that think otherwise. So I'll say this. I think that a DJ can be an MC up to a certain point. Kind of like to what you said. I more so agree with like they can make announcements, right? But as
Mm,
far as like actually owning and controlling the show and that sort of thing, a DJ can't do that, at least not by himself. What I personally do is I function as both the DJ and MC, kind of, sorta. But then I also, at least if it's a wedding, I almost always bring an assistant with me because what's happening is like when it's time for like formalities and stuff like that, I'm jumping into the MC role, and my assistant is gonna jump behind the booth. Because usually most of the time, if anything, you just need them to maybe just play a song or two, something
yeah,
along those lines. But I mean, if we're talking about just a DJ being by themselves doing DJ and MC, yeah, I'm not too sure about that one.
yeah. Like a great MC or a really good MC has crowd control. They
Hmm.
know how to get people's attention. Now I've seen a lot of videos where DJs are behind the booth and they're talking, but people are just doing their own thing. They're not even listening, and he or she is just going at it. Like, okay, now we're gonna present like the wedding party, and then people are still talking and not listening. Like so those are the things I'm saying. DJs can announce stuff. Yeah, anyone can grab the mic and announce stuff, but having control of the crowd as an MC, it's an art. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy. So now, with that, managing the timelines and the vendor. What's your take on that? Like how do you do it now that you have both? You can do both.
Yeah, so when it comes to like managing timelines, one of the things that I found at least works best for me is to so as far as like creating the timeline, we'll kind of backstep a little bit. Like I
Mhm.
think that's something that should definitely be discussed with a couple. You know, giving them like recommendations on, you know, when something should happen, so on and so forth. But once you actually get into the timeline, I think the best thing you can do is try to follow it to a T. I'll tell you right now, if you any of you guys that have been doing this for a while, myself and Diego included, like 99% of the time, the timeline almost never goes according to plan, or at
Yeah.
least like let's say for example, like let's say like dinner is supposed to happen at like 8 p.m. It will almost never happen the time that it says that it's supposed to. So I probably would say the biggest thing with managing the timeline is don't really use it as like a what's the word I'm looking for? Don't really use it for something that's like set in stone. Just
Yeah.
use it as a guide. You know, like okay, this is gonna happen, then this is gonna happen, then this is gonna happen, and then just kind of just go along with the flow. You know.
That's exactly what I tell my clients. So the first thing I do when I talk to all of my clients, I do ask, do you have a wedding coordinator, or are you doing this yourself? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, we have one, but why do you ask? And I tell them, well, if you don't have one, I can help you and guide you to create a timeline and run to help you run smoothly the event. And they were like, so is that how much is that? I was like, no, no, that I'll just do that because I like doing it. So that's just included. So like it's an addition, a nice touch. But
Yes.
but if
Yes.
I hear that they have a wedding planner, I'm like, okay, then I'm not gonna get into it. I'll just wait until she reaches out with the timeline, give it to me, and if you have any questions or if I have any observations that I can present to you, then I'll go ahead and reach out. So, but I feel like at least for me, it's a great time to connect with the clients if we are doing the timeline ourselves. It's great time to connect with them. You feel me? And if you go into the event with instead of being a client, with a friend, you have more leeway to let's say you mess up on something, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not gonna be a big deal because you have the connection with the client. But if it's not that way, and you mess up, because again, nobody's perfect. We're bound to mess up eventually. Um, hopefully it's not on a wedding, but if it does, I feel like it could be a bigger impact if you don't have that connection with the client. So I'm really big on connection. That's why when I get inquiries, and I know a lot of DJs don't do this, but a lot of inquiries. The first thing I say is thank you for reaching out, but I would love to meet with you, have a Zoom call or something, so we can talk and see if I am the best fit for you. And I take 30 minutes of my time to meet with them, talk to them, listen to what they want, and type of music that they want to play, and what their goal is, environment that they're looking for. And if I feel like I can meet that, I'm like, okay, I definitely got you. I can do it. But if they come and tell me things that I don't feel like it's not gonna connect with me, then I'm not the right DJ for you. So I feel like maybe somebody else could do a better job than I would do. And then people appreciate that the fact that not everything is money. You have to make sure that, people get married. Hopefully, we get married only once, uh, and it's a big day when I mess it up. Does you want to take money or people? I don't think it should be like that. You feel me? So that's how I am. How do you do your your first meetups? The same, or
You said say again.
I said you? How do you do your meet, like when you first get a inquiry?
So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Just really just feeling them out, finding out what their musical taste and their musical preferences are. I even like to kind of like throw some cheesy questions in there, like how did you guys first meet?
Mhm.
You know, what type of foods do you guys like? Like kind of like still talking to them, but almost like talking to them about non DJ related stuff as well.
Uh-huh.
Kind of just to pretty much add to what you said is just basically being acting like you're their friend, right? And
Correct.
kind of just like discussing with them, because and I think we said this on the other stream too, people buy from people, right? People don't necessarily buy products, like regardless of what type of business you're in, and that includes DJing, of course. At the end of the day, you're the product. Your speakers are not the product. The stuff that you own is not the product. You're the product. They're buying into you. And then to kind of go back to Diego, what you said earlier too, um, it's kind of nice. Like when you tell couples that you can help them with the timeline, if you don't do anything else with the planning, just that one small thing is going to put you way
It's
above the rest.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's
Yeah,
huge. It's
yeah.
huge. It's
But
huge. It's going to put
and
you
now
way above the rest.
talking about it, it just made me realize that I wasn't looking at it into like, oh, it's a plus for me to do this. I was just
Hmm.
doing it because I like doing it, and at the same time, it helped me build the connection. So because of that, but
Yes.
yeah, it's an add-on. It's an addition to your services, and
It's
that you can include because people charge for it. I know there's a few
yeah.
DJs around here that do charge to build a timeline with you, or like to set time to build the timeline with you. So I mean I know why it's time is money, but I feel like I mean they already paid a lot of money. So like
Yeah,
it,
to charge for it separately is kind of crazy, but I mean, like, you could definitely command a higher price. I will say that much.
yeah,
Like a
you
higher
can
starting price.
yeah. Okay, and Chin said, and by the way, some weddings can be difficult, even Hispanic weddings. Uh, you, I don't know what that is. Not all Mexican weddings are the same because some of they have different culture and different style of music. Correct. Yeah. Again, no event is the same. It doesn't matter if you have Mexican back to back. It's still gonna be different because they're probably from a different area of Mexico, and they listen to completely different music. So yeah, every event is different. Um, Another secret is wedding DJs know how to politely say no to guest requests while keeping people happy. We got ways to not play Sweet Carolina or Freebird.
And I have to say this real quick too. So, and I also do this with the initial meetup. I ask the bride and groom, like, I tell them, like, as far as like song requests go, are you guys okay with make? This is literally how I say it. Are you guys okay with allowing other people to make song requests? Then I say my personal recommendation that usually ends in disaster. And 9 times out of 10, they say, okay, in that case, just stick with our song requests. And like, this way, like if anybody else wants to make a request or whatever the case may be, I literally just say, oh, well, you got to refer to the bride and groom.
Okay, so for me, it's kind of the same, but I do put it on my contract that if uh, if they want or they don't want for me to take some requests. But on our
Hmm.
initial conversation, I do tell them, look, do you want me to take some requests? And the reason why I ask, and I tell them the story that happened to me, is that they want this wedding. They wanted me to take they wanted me to like yes, please take all requests. So I'm like okay, but there's always that drunk person that comes up to you and asking you the weirdest song, bro, the weirdest song you can ever think of. So
Uh-huh.
I was doing a wedding, a Hispanic wedding, and this guy comes very, very drunk, and he's asking for a like hard drinking, you want to cut your veins song. Like it, it's deep, like that deep, and he would not leave until I play it. So I was like, I would try. I kept saying like no. I wanted to avoid it, right? But he was, and at that time again, I was still new, and it was I was by myself. I had nobody with me at that time. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna play it because he's annoying. So I played it, killed the vibe, and then the couple just looked at me like I was like, and then she came up to me. She was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Well, he's very drunk, and he wanted this song. He wouldn't, and so I played it." So and then she was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You changed that?" And then that's my uncle. I was like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "Yeah." I mean, I was like, "Yeah, I can change that." But that's why I asked. And then that's the story that I give. And then from then they're like, "Oh no, we'll leave it at your discretion." Usually that's what I get. Like you can take requests, but to your discretion. If you think it fit, play it. If not, then don't play it. And if they say something, just say that we say no song request. And I'm like, okay. So that's what happens more so than not nowadays. It's they tell me that to your discretion. But if you don't want it, if you think it doesn't fit, just tell them that we say no. I'm like, okay, easy. Because, like then they're gonna look at them like, oh, can you? I want to play this song, bro. And then they're like, well, if it doesn't fit, it's gonna be good. Like, especially if you hear it, oh, is it a horror? It's a very nostalgic song. I mean, it's a happy day. Why we it's like a song that like talks about somebody dying? Like it's because you're drunk. You feel me? Like what?
Exactly.
Like
Right.
be
What are you
respectful.
talking about?
Damn. Because proper preparation prevents poor performance. Yes, Brad, you are completely 100% right. I need to practice meetings because our clients, we just had two people that wanted to meet up. Other than that, it's just send the deposits. So again, Smiley, I mean, for you, it's been working that you don't need to meet up with them. But I feel like somewhat like that connection that you want to have with your client, it's huge. It's very important, at least for me, and apparently for Kevin as well. That having that connection, building the friendship with the client, it's so important to us. So give it a try. You might really like it, man. You might end up these people that you're teaching for. They might end up being your like regular clients and also your friends because I have
That's it.
your sound is going in and out. So I don't know if it's like are you using it? Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Maybe my buds are dying. One sec.
Okay. We will go to commercial, but we don't have commercials. So okay, let me keep reading while you're fixing your joint. Okay. Hey, Adrian, what's up, bro? Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate you. That Shogun said. Chin said it's annoying when people ask song requests and they will give you that look. And by the way, be careful when people get too drunk. Yeah. So since that day happened, I've never have gone to another event alone. I always take somebody with me. You guys seen the Pee Wee comes with me in every event now since he started, the MCing part. He comes to every event, but then I also take Big Red with my other boy. He also comes with me. Or I find was a couple of my friends from like soccer that I play. They don't have nothing to do. I'm like, hey, let's go party, and they come, they help me out and stuff. So I always take people with me because those things, and it makes much easier to like set up and tear down at the end of the day instead of being like two people. It's three or four, like it's even better. And then obviously I pay them, and we at the end of the night we go to McDonald's and we eat. So and they eat for free, they get to like take a eat and they drink for free, and they have a good time with us. They get to be on the video and like it's just like good vibes, and I feel like it's a good thing to always have somebody with you at all
I
times.
agree.
at all times. You never know what's gonna happen, and just remember that at that event, everybody knows the person that you're gonna get in a fight with, probably, and it's just you against a whole bunch of people. So you wanna obviously you don't wanna fight nobody, but you do wanna take care of you wanna take care of yourself and your equipment. But
And not just that, but even too, can you hear me okay?
yeah, I can way better.
Okay, perfect. Not just that, but also too, another thing I noticed is you bring someone with you, you have more fun, right? You have more fun. At least you have someone with you that you're actually familiar with, and it just takes some of the workload off of you, right? I mean, one of the biggest things is we want to be all about longevity, right? And we want to be able to do as many events as possible for as long as possible. So having someone to even just take just a little bit of that workload off, it helps. It helps a lot.
And it helps mentally.
Yeah.
It
Oh
really
yeah.
to see, and sometimes you like it has happened to me. Sometimes you just stuck like don't know what to play next, and then they just come up with like a song like, "Hey, why don't you play this?" I'm like, "Okay, I mean, I have nothing, so might as well let's just play," and it works. Or if it doesn't work, I'm like, "Okay, that's not gonna work, but this one will." So that
Hmm.
song just gave me another song. So like you have that person that always giving you the ideas or helping you out. Also, like looking at the crowd or something, but it's great. It's a great addition to your business to always take someone with you to help you out with whatever you need, especially like with Pee-wee. It's a great help because when I'm DJing and I'm mixing, again, we all, I guess we all mix live, but when they come to us for songs, they go to him because he's right
Yep.
next. So they go to him,
Same.
and he just tells me what songs. I'm like, okay. But if you're by yourself and you're mixing, right? You're mixing and you're right in the middle of the transition, and people just come start like talking to you. They don't wait. Two, they always talk to you on the ear that you're using to mix. Like, look, my joint is like right here,
Every
like this.
single time.
They
Every
come,
single time.
and this one is not. I'm not using it. They come here, and I'm like, I can't hear you, like, like every single time. So yeah, so like it's good to have somebody else.
It is.
Where,
It is.
where we are? Okay. I only take requests for bride and groom or someone they specifically designated. I mean, that's another way to do it.
Yo, and this is another cheat code too, right? So like let's say you have a bride and groom like that or whatever, right? And you're only doing requests by them. This is killer. Right when you're about to open up the dance floor, right? You say this line, just so you guys know, the playlist has been very specially selected by the bride and groom, so we will not be taking any requests for the night. If you say that, like before you even open the dance floor, the expectation is already set. Like people know they're not going to be able to be running over to you with requests and stuff like that. It saves you so much headache.
That okay? That's I never thought about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
That
I've done it. I've done it several times. Works every single time.
okay,
But of
okay,
course, it's a case by case scenario, though. Of course,
yeah,
it's only if like the bride and groom wanted to where only they can make requests can you kind of like get away with that.
yeah. And the other thing with that is the fact that sometimes the bride and the groom's playlist doesn't work. It's not
You
working.
got that
So,
right.
so if you say that and nobody comes up to you to give you a clue of what they want to hear, like because some requests, yeah, there's times that are bad, they're stupid some requests, but
Hmm.
like 8 times out of 10, it's a good song that you can
Yeah,
play,
that's true.
and from that idea, boom, you have 20 more songs to like just play with. You know what I'm saying? So to
Yeah.
me, song requests, it's awesome. I just want you to come, tell me your song, and leave.
Yep.
You'll
That's
hear it
it.
if it's a good one. Yeah.
Hmm.
So now I have the ability, I have the mental strength, and I have the gigs under my belt to feel strong enough to just say no, that's not gonna work, or I'm not gonna play that one because I don't have it, or whatever. Before I was just like, yes, 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 I'll play. You learn. So
Yep.
nowadays it's different. Nowadays we listen, we hear to the song. If we don't know the song, Pee Wee's already on his phone, like pulling it up, listening to it. And then he's like, he tells me, yo, this guy just asked for this song, but this song's whack. And then he like lets me hear it. And I'm like, yeah, that's whack. No, never mind. We're not playing it. But if it's good, it's like, yo, this song could work, man. It's good. And then I'm like, okay, let me find it. So I look for it. If I have it, I need to find a way to like put it in. You know what I'm saying? You just don't, I'm not just gonna cut a song and just play that one because they asked for it. No, you have to
Mhm.
blend in the song. So
Yeah.
unless it's a completely man, and that, no, you always gotta blend the song. Like you can't just shut one down to play at like yeah, it doesn't work. At least for me, it wouldn't work.
If I
Just
could
because,
say one quick
go ahead,
thing
go ahead.
too, in reference to one of the earlier comments, I think it was from Chen or something like that. And we were basically talking about how you want to talk to the couple a little bit. Another thing that I found too is if you're speaking with a couple and they're not willing to either A, get on the phone with you or get on some type of like video chat or consult with you, in my personal opinion, you shouldn't book them. I just feel like someone that isn't willing to dedicate that time to speak to you beforehand, usually those are the weddings that ends up being headaches. You know what I mean? Those are like the bridezillas and stuff like that or whatever. Like you should at least have some type of chance to be able to feel them out beforehand because a lot of time when you jump on the phone with them or when you jump on that video chat with them, that's going to be all you need to know right there. A lot of a lot of those you might end up turning away just simply because you didn't vibe with them based off of that call. So like to just talk just through like text or email or whatever, it's
Mhm.
okay up until a certain point, but I don't think you should book just based off of that.
Okay, yeah. So I think that's Smiley. Smiley is the one that he books, but he doesn't talk to them like like face to face or like in Zoom. He just
Oh, okay.
books. So yeah, I mean it works for him. And again, there's no right or wrong here. Some people it works for them. It wouldn't work for me. I want to see who I'm working with. I need to see who I'm talking to. I need to vibe. So,
Hmm.
but again, I guess I have the lead way because I don't leave out of DJing, so I could like say no to an event, and I don't care. I don't like it's not. I'm not gonna die from it. But
Same, same.
if you are a DJ that live out of this, like every event, you have to take as many events as you can because you gotta pay your bills. You feel me?
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I guess that's an advantage for us DJs that are part time, if you wanna call it. So because apparently, because when I was in James thing show, and he asked me how many events you do, I'm like I do like 30 to 50. He's like that's not part time, and I was like well it is part time, but because take in consideration, I'm not doing 30 to 50 weddings. I'm doing 30 to 50 events. It's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm doing events in general, not just weddings. Weddings, I weddings and quinces, I want to say out of the 50, I do 30. 30 of those might be quinces and weddings. The rest are like house parties and like whatever, graduation parties and whatever
Party.
events. Yeah, small events. So but yeah, like, I mean, I would love to do more weddings and more quinces because that's especially that's where the money is.
Of
Um,
course.
but again, the regular or small events, I to me those are like practice session. Instead of me going on freaking TikTok live or Facebook live or whatever, go to those, get paid to make people dance and try new things. That's where I get to try new things that comes in my head, or like the songs that I post on Instagram, and like the mixes or mashups that I've been posting on those events. That's where I try them live. So it's fun. It keeps your mind fresh, and it keeps you going. It keeps you like you probably won't plateau if you're doing that on events on a higher level like weddings and quinces. It's more difficult because you kind of scared to mess up. You only get one time. It's one shot.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Those little events, it's
You can
okay.
experiment more.
Yeah. If you mess up a transition, it's not a big deal. It's fine. They're drunk. They'll get drunk. They won't remember anyways. But
Exactly.
but on a wedding, that's something like more professional. every event is professional. You take every event with the professionalism and a professional level that you need to take it. You feel me? But you have some leeways with those graduation parties, especially because they're yeah, majority of them are kids. Well, not so much kids, but they're younger. It's a younger crowd, so they're more
Right.
like chill, more understandable. On the weddings, you can take somewhat of a risk of songs that you have already know that you can get it on like that, on the first try. But like something new that pops in your head and you're not 100% sure, just be careful. Think about it twice before you do it at a wedding.
And I
Because
think to add to your point too, like I think it's good. Like I would definitely say like you can do only weddings if you want to, but I think it's always good like if you have the time to just kind of like mix it up. Like if you can still mix like some birthday parties, sweet 16s, graduation part. Like if you can mix other types of events in there, that's good too. For one thing, it's going to give your body and your brain a rest.
correct.
Just because weddings are so mentally and physically demanding, right? For another thing, kind of back to what Diego, like what you were saying, is it's kind of like giving you practice, so to speak, in between each wedding that you do, right? Because obviously you still want to perform your best, but then at the same time, it's kind of like what we said earlier, you have a little bit more room to experiment, right?
Yeah,
And get better at like these smaller time events as opposed to weddings. So I feel like if you're still doing those smaller events and then you're doing weddings on top of that, like you're going to perform even better at your weddings just simply because you have those smaller events to kind of like build up to, you know.
correct. Yeah. So again, it's a great way to better yourself, and like you said, it's more chill. So it's a refreshener. You're still working,
Hmm.
still making money, but it's a refresher for your like whenever you start hitting those the big events.
Yeah.
Chin said, and yes, I do have protection for my safety when I do gigs. Chin, I don't know what you're talking about protection, bro, but
I know what he's talking about. I do too.
oh, oh, for sure. You are right on that. Usually during the party, they become more relaxed and start vibing with us. Yeah, and then of course, Jason says, Taco Bell, bro. Oh yeah, we did had a like a like a discussion of what people like after events. What do you go after events? Like, do you like? Let's say you didn't eat at the event and you're hungry. What's your go to place?
Oh man, this is hilarious. So I actually don't go anywhere. I get TV dinners.
TV dinners.
Yeah, TV dinners. Like no lie, like Devour. You ever heard of that one?
No,
There's
no.
one called Devour. There's one called Marie Callahan. Um, there's one called Swanson. And there's like a few other brands. I'll take like one of those and like throw it in the microwave for a few minutes. And
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, like, no, Jason is like a Taco Bell. Shay is Taco Bell.
they're Taco Bell fans.
I'm a McDonald guy, so I hit McDonald's every time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love McDonald's, bro. Like I go to McDonald's, get me two snap wraps, two McChickens,
Mm-hmm.
spicy McChickens, two snack wraps, a large fry, and iced coffee. That's my
Oh, that does sound good. Yo, McDonald's hits a lot harder at late at night too.
bro, at 2 in the morning. Bless. That's it. And I kid you not, the funniest part about that is like 2 o'clock is when they always like close the register for an hour until 3 o'clock.
Mhm.
So you can only pay cash. So every time we go, it's like we can't use our card. We have to pay cash. So that's
Got it.
funny. I never carry cash. So it's either I'm like, Pee Wee, you got cash? Because I don't have cash. So or like
Or you
maybe
take that tip you got from the wedding.
or from the tip we just pay. Every now and then, like I think like we done it twice. We went to IHOP. So like after the event, we unload everything, and I was like, bro, let's say we have $50, right? Or $100 tip. I'm like, you want to cut it in half, or you want to go eat at IHOP? He's like, let's go to IHOP. We go to IHOP. We just have like we feast, bro. We have a big. I get like the steak tips. He gets a burger. Then we get like an appetizer. we get dessert, we get our drinks or whatever. Bro, we devour that stuff, man. It's so fun. Let's
You
see.
get the best food ever afterwards.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, like you said, McDonald's hits really hard,
It
slaps
does.
after like 1, 2 in the morning. Whoo, bro, it's so good. For me, Burger King or Papa John's or Domino's. Well, Burger King doesn't open after 12. At least here in this area, Burger King at like they're closed at 12. I don't I
Same.
don't I'm not big on Burger King. I don't really like. I'd rather have Wendy's than Burger King. Papa John's. I like Papa John's or Domino's. I like either or. I
Papa
love
John's.
pizza. Pizza. I love pizza, so I can eat pizza all the time. After the gigs, and cold Pepsi and a taco after a long event is the best. See, that's the thing. Taco doesn't fill me up. I need a gordita or the chalupas. That's
Oh,
what
the chalupas are so good.
I get chalupas and like I don't drink soda, so I get like tea or something. But I don't drink soda. But yeah, chalupas. When I go to Taco Bell, chalupas are my go-to. But I rarely go to Taco Bell. I don't really mess with Taco Bell.
Same, same.
Just looking out try McDonald's and see if it has the same. Okay, it has to be after like 1 or 2 in the morning. Okay, it will hit, I'm telling you, it will hit different. You will
Yeah,
you will be a changed man. I'm telling you, McDonald's at like really early in the morning, it's fire. It's
yeah,
fire.
it's so hard, yo.
Yeah, I remember one time I went to we did a wedding and then we did the after party. So I came home at like 4:30 in the morning. We stopped at McDonald's, got my food, ate it from 6 in the morning. I was at the soccer field playing soccer because we play at 6 in the morning. Bro, I was stuffed. Like I felt the fries were right here. Like I was
Oh,
and the fries like I'm like, look at that.
I
Oh,
was
that was
expecting that.
yeah, that was crazy. I do have firearms, but I do not allow okay to bring them. But I do have a pepper spray just in case for my safety when I do gigs when there's a guest tries to attack me when they're drunk. Okay, you know what? I need to get pepper spray for me too.
Oh yeah,
Cause yeah, that's a good one. Cause I don't like guns. I'm not a gun person, but pepper spray will work. Or the guns that shoot the rubber bullets. Those one of those maybe.
oh, the BB gun? No, not the BB
Kind of
guns.
well, kind of like a BB gun.
Something similar to a BB
Yeah,
gun. Yeah.
yeah. One of the. I mean, those BB guns, they hurt.
Oh, they
They hurt.
do. They do. They
Hurt.
do. You know what
Yeah.
I carry? I carry one of those like those batons like the police use.
Okay.
The
Or
ones that it's
yeah,
like
you
it's like
see
one.
the flashlight the police use the freaking thing that's
Yeah,
heavy.
it's like a small black piece like this, and then when you flick it out, it comes all the way out like that. And
Yeah,
if you hit someone with that thing, oh my gosh, man, it
yeah.
hurts so bad.
I feel you. Yeah. Let's see. He said I do burgers. Best part of an event when the host fills up a whole huge pan of food. Then there has times where I have come home with three huge pans. So yeah,
Yes,
that's another one. But you know what? I still go to McDonald's and get my food, and then the food
oh,
that they give me at the place, I
save it for
bring
later.
and yeah, my wife, my daughter, they'll eat it. They'll eat it the next day or so. But now I have to eat McDonald's. Like it's just in my head, I guess.
It's
Uh,
ingrained.
yeah. They be like, "Yo, want it?" I say yes. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to food. If they come with the plate and say, "Hey, you wanna take some?" I'm taking some. And if they give me like the option to like pack it myself, bro, I need a wheelbarrow, bro. I'm taking everything.
Yeah,
You food and me, dude. I love eating, bro. I
it
gotta
doesn't
eat,
matter how packed that car is. Like I will find it if I got to put a pan of lasagna on top of a speaker. Like
right? Exactly. Make sure you always carry a coke with you. He says like he got in a fight and then he busted a coke can on the guy's head. So that's why he said
what?
make sure you carry a coke with you. Oh,
Not
that's funny.
a good idea.
That is funny. Uh, oh damn, 109, bro. We OT. All right, guys. Well, let's see. Oh, we got. Did I miss him? As far as maybe you wanted to say, man, make sure you always cook. And then he said, I always joke around and say it's 20 in my family. Oh, uh, I mean, we Hispanics, they will leave it. They will leave it with like 20 people in their family.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, that don't change. We know that. But hey, guys, thank you very much, all of you, for keeping the chat going. I try my best to read all of them. I'm not used to this. I'll get used to it. But again, Kevin, thank you very much for stopping by and like entertaining us too with stuff and all the good stuff that you said. I do want to thank you guys again for the love, and I'll see you next week with another topic, and hopefully we keep talking, man. 'Cause this is just fun. It's fun talking to people. But
It
all right,
is.
y'all have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Catch y'all. Have a good night.